some of you, or actually all of you, should know y equals mx plus b.
Yeah.
That one should.
Slope-intercept form.
Okay, that is our slope-intercept form. Okay. But we also need to know point-slope form. Okay. For some reason, I have mentioned previously, some teachers.
I have never learned. I think I've never learned that.
Well.
Ooh, we didn't learn that. Yes, we did. Point slope form.
I was on it.
Okay, well, let's go through slope-intercept form. We know slope is m, right? We know the y-intercept is b.
What the hell is that?
Okay.
Well,
Okay. Are we? What's happening? Did we lose something?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Okay. All right. So for some reason, point-slope form is an important part of Algebra 1, but some middle school teachers don't cover it. But this form, moving forward in math, is the more important equation. Okay?
More important than slope-intercept.
Way more important than slope-intercept. Okay? Point-slope, in its title, there are two things that we need. One is the slope, and the other is a point, which is x1, y1. So here is our form. It's y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. If you think about it, where does point-slope form come from? Well, imagine if I were to isolate m.
Then it would be.
We'd have y minus y1 over x minus x1. That's a form of slope. Now, some books will also have y equals y1 plus m times x minus x1. I'm going to just use this first one. Okay? All right. We'll start with slope-intercept since that will be reviewed.
But what's the y1 and x1? These there's no x or y.
it's just one ordered pair.
It's just you need one order pair. When we do the examples, I think it'll make more sense.
And so do you like the same number, like minus?
No. So what you're doing is you're leaving. Okay, so let's take y equals mx plus b. Right. When I write an equation y equals mx plus b, do I get rid of the y and the x? No, I substitute in the values of m and b. So same thing here. Do I get rid of the values of x and y? Oh no, I leave them there. I just place the slope and the x1 and the y1. Okay? All right, let's start with slope-intercept form. That's the first one. Okay, there's literally no work to do for these. We have m is a half, the y-intercept is 0, -5. So my equation is 1/2 x minus 5, right? Because b is -5. Yeah?
Isn't x 0?
Okay. Y equals mx plus b. Am I replacing the x and the y with anything? No. I'm only replacing the m and the y-intercept that's b. Okay? So I leave x and y alone. I don't touch those. I just replace the m and I replace the b. Okay, let's graph this. Oh, do you guys need rulers? You want rulers? You don't care.
I don't care.
You don't care?
I just draw
All right, we'll just pass that around. If somebody wants a ruler, they can take one.
Can we get the vibe off again? Go for it. Just want to make the day one.
Okay.
Yeah,
So easy to graph. It's just
Okay, slope-intercept form is easy to graph, but so is point-slope form. You just haven't done it before. Okay, we go up one to the right two.
Well, there's too many forms to day one. And they added a circle for intersect people. A yellow one and then a circle. Sorry.
All right, so remember, we're going to start with the y-intercept. So start at -5. We go up one to the right two. If you want a third point, really you just need 2 points. But if you put 3, that's fine. Okay. Guys, good? All right, what's the next one? Y equals
Y equals
negative
1x minus or
plus
plus 10.
plus 10. If you put the negative 1 in front, that's fine. Okay? You can also just leave it as a negative. Okay. Okay, we're going to start at positive 10 on the y-axis. Now, if the slope is negative 1, right, I'm gonna put that over a positive 1, and so I'm going to go down 1 to the right 1. Down 1.
But like you could also go up and then to the left.
You could go up and to the left. I just don't have room, so that's why I'm going to go this direction. Okay. Yeah, write the equation. So the first part's going to be write the equation, and then we're going to graph.
Well, if I finish the assignment or get most of it done by the end of that week, okay.
All right, now we're going to do point slope form. So this is x1 and this is y1. So we're leaving x and y the way we see it. So remember, point slope, it's going to be y minus y1, which is 2, equals m, that's 2/3, parentheses, x minus x1. So x minus negative 3 will be x plus 3. Basically, like the signs get flipped. So if there's a positive 2, you end up with x, y minus 2. If this is a negative, right, because we're subtracting it. Okay, now we're going to graph it. We don't need to put this in slope-intercept form. What point do we have? Negative 3, comma 2. So start with negative 3, 2. So I don't know what the y-intercept. I could distribute this. We don't need to do that. Just start with the point. And what's the slope? 2/3. So from this point, we're going to count up to the right 3. I can
just go completely from the
go completely according. So we start with the point, we start with the ordered pair, and then we count using the slope that was provided. There's no reason for us to figure out what b is in this case.
But what if we don't have a point? Or are we always
We always are going to have a point. So look at the title of the form, point slope. So start with the point, and then count using slope. Let's look at the next one. This is going to be y minus negative 1/2. So that becomes y plus 1/2 equals m. So that's negative 5. And then what do we put in parentheses? X minus 9. So again, point slope form. We're just plugging in the point, plugging in slope. Okay, let's start with the point, 9, negative 1/2. So I'm going to go to positive 9, and then like halfway between 0 and negative 1, right here. Okay. Now, what is my slope? It's
1/2.
negative 5. So I am going to go down 5. So it's like basically here's negative 1/2, go negative 1/2, negative 2.5, like go all the half spaces, and then to the right 1. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1. So you should end up with a point at 10 and at 5 and negative 5.5. Now, if I try to find a third point, it'll go off the graph. So if you wanted to, you could also go up 5 and to the left 1.
You don't always want to have a third.
No, 2 points is fine. 2 points is fine. 2 points is all you need. Good. Questions so far? Okay. This should be review. I have the graph. I just want to write the equation in slope and intercept form. So y equals, okay, what do I know? b is equal to 5? Okay, but the value of b is just 5. Right? Now, how about the slope? Okay, this is the same thing that we did the other day. I'm going to just count the spaces. Now, I know, Erin, you were kind of going with like where it goes through the grid line. If you can see it, but it's really hard to see on this graph, so that's why I put the points in.
No.
Let's see.
8 by 4.
It goes down
Oh.
8, and it goes over 6. Yeah, so that would be reduced to negative 4/3. So negative 4/3 x plus 5.
Wait, why the plus 5 again? Oh, because that's the B.
Yeah. Okay, now I happen to give you these 2 points. So I can find the slope here. And then maybe we can kind of zoom in to see the y-intercept. Let's see. The slope is going to go up 3 to the right 1. And can we locate where the y-intercept? It's at 7. So y equals 3x plus 7.
Wait, why is the y-intercept the B?
The y-intercept is always b. It's just in this case, I didn't put a point like on the line, but I think if we zoom in, you can see it goes through perfectly. All right. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you 2 different ways, okay, to do this. And then on homework, it depends. So often usually what I'm going to ask you to do on the homework is I'm going to ask you to write it in point slope form and then change it into slope intercept. But I'll explain. So let's start with what I need to find. What's the first part of the word? Slope. Okay. So I'm going to do y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So what do we get for the slope?
Negative 3 over negative 4.
No, positive 3 over negative 4.
Okay.
Oh,
It's okay. It's okay. Just negative 3/4. It doesn't matter.
that's true. But I feel like I'm about
Okay. So I have 2 options. So I'll call method 1, method 2. Method 1 is probably going to be the one that you are familiar with. This is where we take the equation y equals mx plus b and pick one of the points and the slope and solve for b.
Yeah.
Okay. Does it matter which point we choose for x and y?
No.
Just I'll probably pick this one because they're both positive numbers. So I'm going to plug in 2 for y, negative 3/4 for m, 3 for x, plus b. Okay. So here I get 2 equals, remember when we multiply like a whole number to a fraction, we could put it over 1, multiply the numerators. So negative 9/4 plus b. Okay, I have to add 9/4 to both sides. What would that be? Well, 2 can be rewritten as 8/4. So 8/4 plus 9, 17/4. It is weird. Okay, then I have to just finish it out by writing y equals negative 3/4 x plus 17/4. That's the one we're used to? Does that look familiar?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to show you a different method. This one is going to be using point slope form.
Are you allowed to do either of them?
Yeah, but on the homework, I'll just tell you when we get to this point, on the worksheet, it's going to have you write it in point slope form and then convert it to slope intercept form. Okay, so in other words, you're going to have to do both. Okay, this is my preferred method. Okay, and I 100% prefer method 2 is way better. Okay, we're going to start off kind of the same, but we're using point slope form. I'm going to pick one of the points. Again, it doesn't matter which point you use, and I'm going to use the slope. So I have y minus 2 equals negative 3/4 times x minus 3.
Why can't you just put like one, like both y's in and do like 5 minus? No, x1.
No, because you want to leave an x and a y in your equation. Okay. Now, in order to change this into slope intercept form, I just have to isolate y. So what should I do next? I'm going to distribute on the right side.
Oh, that's so cool.
So this is negative 3/4 x plus 9/4. What do I do now? Add 2 to both sides. Do I get the same exact answer? Yes, I do.
I like that.
I love this method. This method, I see less mistakes with this method. It's less steps, even though the math involved is exactly the same. Okay, so let's take a look at the next one. X-intercept is 3. That means that's the ordered pair 3, 0. Y-intercept is 0, negative 2. Now, the first step always has to be the same. I got to figure out what my slope is. I can't really do anything without the slope. So in this case, I'm going to have what? Negative 2 over negative 3. Yeah? So 2/3. Now, because my directions, I don't have to put this in point slope form. What do I notice? Didn't I already give you b here? So what's my equation? Y equals 2/3 x minus 2. So this one I'm not even going to bother with point slope form because it really made no difference. I already gave you the y-intercept. Nice. Oh, negative 2 minus 0, 0 minus 3. Sorry, I just didn't show that. Okay, all right so far? Okay, passing through the 2 points. So first thing, let's figure out what the slope is going to be. So negative 2 minus 3 over, negative 2 minus 1 over negative 1 minus 5. Negative 3 over negative 6, so positive 1/2. Okay, I'm going to do my point slope form, which again, this is one of those equations. It's not going to go away. You'll see it algebra 2, pre-calculus, calculus. I'm going to use 5/1. So I have y minus 1 equals 1/2 times x minus 5. I especially like using point slope form when I'm dealing with fractions. Okay, what do we want to do next? We're going to multiply the 1/2. So I have y minus 1 equals 1/2 x minus 5/2. Then I'm going to add 1 to both sides. So I get y equals 1/2 x. If I have negative 5/2 and I add 2 over 2, which is the same as 1.
No.
1.5. 3 over. Wait, what?
Minus 3 over 2. Right? Because this would be 2 over 2.
Do we have to leave it as an improper fraction? Can we do it as a mixed number?
You can do it as a mixed number. I prefer this, leaving it as improper fractions, but it's correct if you're at 1.5. I wouldn't take off. Okay, passing through negative 5/1, perpendicular. So if it's perpendicular to y equals 2x minus 1, what is my slope going to be?
Negative 1/2.
Negative 1/2.
No, negative 1/2.
Remember, perpendicular are opposite reciprocals. So one's positive, one's negative. So if this is positive, the perpendicular slope has to be negative. Okay, so it's going to be y minus 1 equals negative 1/2. X minus negative 5 is x plus 5. This is going to look similar to the last one, just there's a sign switch. So I have y minus 1 equals negative 1/2 x minus 5/2. It looks exactly the same as the last one, it's just with a negative slope. So negative 1/2 x minus 3/2. Beautiful. Let's see, how much time do we have? We're good on time. Yeah, you might have time to get the homework.
I checked the rest of the lesson.
Okay, it's not going to take long. Okay, if it passes through 3, negative 6, and it's parallel to y equals 2/3 x plus 13, what is the slope that we want? 2/3. So again, I'm going to start with y minus negative 6. So that's going to be y plus 6 equals 2/3, parentheses, x minus 3. The nice thing about point slope form too, it's like just a step-by-step process. It's going to be the same thing every time. Distribute, isolate y. Distribute, isolate y. What do we got on the right side? 2/3 x minus 2. Perfect. Subtract 6 from both sides. Y equals 2/3 x minus 8.
The origin is 0, 0, right?
Yeah, so passes through the origin. That's 0, 0. And is parallel to y equals negative 2x plus 5. So what do I want here? What's my slope going to be? Negative 2. It's going to be the same. Oh, well, if it goes through 0, 0, what's my b?
0.
0. So I could just write y equals negative 2x. If you really want to put plus 0, go for it, right? But you don't need it. All right. Good. All right, last set. We want to just see, are the lines parallel, perpendicular, or neither? Come on, Simon, we got this. Okay. What is the slope for the first line? Y equals x plus 5. The slope here is 1. Okay. What do we have to do for the next one to figure out the slope? I have to put it into y equals mx plus b. So I have to subtract x. They're perpendicular. 1 and negative 1 are opposite reciprocals. 1 is a reciprocal of itself. Okay.
Can't you just, your system, so can't you also just like set them equal?
Wait, what?
Aren't they, like, can't you do like,
If you multiply the two slopes, you should always get negative 1 if they're going to be perpendicular. All right, what do we see with B? This is in point slope form. So what's the slope? It's 2/5. What's the slope of this one? 2/5. So they are parallel. Okay, this one slope is 2, but the other line, it's not negative 4. Yeah, we have to isolate the y. So I'm going to add 4x to the other side, and then I have to divide everything by 2. They are, wait, what? Parallel. Neither? Parallel? What are they? All right, last one here. We got a slope of 1/3. What's the slope of the other line now?
1/3.
Let's see.
Wait, why is it negative?
Well, I have to move the x over to the
Oh.
other side, and then I'm going to divide everything by 3. So I actually get y equals negative 1/3 x plus 2. Hi. So I heard perpendicular. Is it wrong? You tell me.
Aren't they neither?
Are they neither? Why?
Because
It's not a reciprocal. It's
They're
just
not
negative.
reciprocal. So even though they're the same value, you have 1/3 and a negative 1/3. One of them would have to be flipped, or they'd both have to be the same side. So if it was -3, they'd be reciprocals for sure. So neither.